What we're going to do for the workout today is a 10-minute EMOM. Every minute on the minute, you're going to have a task to do. On the odd minutes, you're going to do a dumbbell push press, and on the even minutes, you're going to do a dumbbell deadlift. So you're going to need one pair of dumbbells. You could use a different weight for both movements if you prefer, but to make it simple, you can just grab one. I only have one pair today, so that's what I'm working with. So I have a pair of 15s. You could certainly go heavier with this workout, or if you want, stick around that, or even lighter as well. So let's demo the movements and then we'll get started with this. So the first is going to be the dumbbell push press. So we're gonna pop those weight ups to the shoulder. You're gonna start it with the front rack position here. We're gonna dip, and then we're gonna snap our hips and finish with our elbows locked out overhead. Dip, drive up overhead. I'll do a couple more of those. And then I'll go from the side. So notice when I'm doing my dip, I'm trying to keep a straight, upright torso. I'm not squatting, right? I'm dipping. And one thing I'm doing to allow that to happen is letting my knees float out in front. So my hips stay loaded, my heels stay on the ground in that dip, and then I launch up my elbows overhead, okay? That's the dumbbell push press. The dumbbell deadlift is standing nice and tall, or hinging our hips, trying to keep our back as flat as we can, tapping those weights to the floor, and then reversing the movement to stand back up. Again, hinging our hips, trying to keep our back as neutral as possible, and then standing back up right after you tap those weights on the floor. All right, so to keep this simple, we're gonna do 10 dumbbell push presses on the odd minutes, so when we start, and then we'll have the remainder of the minute to rest. Then the second minute, the even minutes, we're gonna have 10 dumbbell deadlifts with the remainder of the minute to rest. So it's a 10-minute workout, 5 rounds of each. We're gonna get started here in 10 seconds. Starting with these 10 dumbbell push presses in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Good. After you get to 10, set those down. You have the remainder of the minute to rest, which is about 30 seconds. If you have any water or anything nearby, feel free to take a sip of that whenever you would like. Otherwise, just try to focus on breathing your heart rate down if it starts to get elevated. Focusing on controlling your breathing. Our 10 deadlifts in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, 10 deadlifts. After those 10, set your weights down, same thing. Focus on breathing and bringing your heart rate down if your heart rate gets elevated. And then if you have water nearby or anything like that, feel free, help yourself. These intervals are gonna go by fairly fast. We have 10 seconds and then we're back to our dumbbell push press. Going in 3, 2, 1, 10 dumbbell push press. Good. Set those down after you've reached 10. 20 seconds, then we're back to our deadlifts. Again, with these deadlifts, think about shoulders down and back, keeping a neutral spine or as flat of a back as you can. Going in 3, 2, 1. And after 10, set those down. Got 30 seconds to rest. At any point, if you feel like you need more weight or if you need less weight or anything like that, feel free to adjust. We have 10 seconds till our next round. Going back to deadlifts in 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, push presses. Got that mixed up. 1. And then after 10, set them down. 30 seconds. Deadlifts coming up again in 20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. And after those 10, set the weights down, have another 30-second break, and then we're back to push presses. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 push presses. And then weights to the ground. "30 seconds. And then we're back to deadlifts. "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And after, set your weights down. We have 30 seconds. And then we're on our final set of the push presses. After that, we'll have one more set of deadlifts. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, final set of dumbbell push presses. And set the weights down. 30-second rest. And we have one final interval with our last set of those deadlifts. Ten seconds. Final 10 reps. 3, 2, 1, go. And after those 10, set the weights down one last time. If your heart rate's elevated, bring it down. Big inhales, slow controlled exhales, and we're all done. Good work.